Okay, let's go. Day 10. Holy shit, man. So I just got done putting in my second load of laundry. That's right, I have 2 loads a week. So basically I have, 5 days worth of clothes, like, work clothes. I have 5 towels from the gym. I wash those separately. And then I have, just whatever clothes I wear either around the house and, on the weekends and stuff. So I've actually been trying to get this done sooner in the day, but today just got away from me. I went to work. That was part of my day. And I came home and I just decided, I feel so worn down. And I think it's important to listen to your body. And with that being said, I'm definitely going to take a day off from the gym tomorrow. When I talked yesterday about, just making actionable goals that you can actually control, my number one goal that I have is to work out 4 days a week. Now, typically I do 5. That's just because it's out of habit, but I like to leave the window open for times like this. And I think this is super important because, if you say to yourself, okay, I need to set a goal of 5 days a week, then you really have no breathing room. If you're that kind of person that wants to work out 5 days a week, it's all how you build it mentally. You could say, yeah, I have a goal to get there 5 days a week. And then guess what happens when a day like this comes and you want to take 1 day off? Well, you can't. I mean, you can, but mentally you feel like you can't, or you feel like you're letting yourself down. So for me personally, I set a minimum, 4 day a week gym goal, and I'm able to smash that goal every week. Every single week. If I'm on vacation, it's a little bit different, and it's all about resting your body and all that stuff. And I looked at it and I was like, I was really active over the weekend. I went to Baltimore yesterday for All Elite Wrestling's full gear pay-per-view. And no, this is not a wrestling podcast. No, I'm not going to bore you with 30 minutes of my in-depth play-by-play details of it, but I'll just tell you that I went to this show. I left my home around 1 p.m. Got to Baltimore around 3. Traffic was terrible. My buddy and I went and stopped at this famous place just outside of Baltimore called Chap's Pit Beef. They have the best. And don't even at me because we will fight. They have the best pit beef sandwiches. Some of the best meaty sandwiches, period. So if you like meat, like me, this is where you want to be. It's absolutely delicious. So I had that. That was my lunch, and then we went to the event. We were gonna walk around and just see if we could run into any wrestlers. It was so freaking cold. We just decided to go right to the arena. It wasn't open yet, so we went to the box office, pretending like we were gonna buy tickets, or just asking what they had, and then we ended up nobody noticed, but we ended up just sitting in the lobby for an hour and a half, and it was brilliant because while everybody froze their ass off outside, we were sitting in this box office and just chilling, and that was it. It was super nice. And finally somebody came and said, look, you guys got to get out of here. We're closing this box office down. We're getting ready to open up. At that point, we just roll right through into the arena, and we're at the show, man. We're there. It's a great show. If you are somebody that listens to me and you either used to like wrestling or you do like wrestling and you never heard of All Elite Wrestling, you need to check them out. Just the very, very short, non-nerdy, non-super detailed thing. They are the first company since 2001 to challenge the almighty Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon, the owner of the WWE. If you know WWE, they are the top dogs. They are the top wrestling company. This is the first company to actually challenge WWE since 2001. So what is that, 17 years, something like that? They have a national cable deal with Turner, Warner Media, TNT. So they're doing things, they're making moves, and this company's it's a large scale. It's the first large scale company to compete with Vince McMahon and the WWE since 2001. So it was a great show from start to finish. A lot of action, a lot of just craziness. The crowd was really enjoying it. It was a great show. Afterwards, my buddy and I, we decided that we were going to go. So the arena outside has like this open lot, which is normally where like all the production trucks, the tractor trailers that load in the ring and the stage and all that, and then also the TV trucks. So contrary to like an arena like Capital One Arena in DC that has like a garage that you drive down into where all the talent can be there and get out in cars without having to walk in front of the public, Baltimore Arena, or Royal Farms Arena as it's called now, does not have that luxury. When they walk out of the arena, they're on the streets, like the regular streets, and there are fans. There are barricades, obviously, so nobody's going to bum rush them, but and why would you want to mess with a wrestler anyway? And so, they're having to walk out there. So I said, let's go out there. I guarantee we'll see somebody. And boy, did we ever. The first people we ran into was Britt Baker, Darby Allin, and Jungle Boy Jack Perry, son of Luke Perry from 90210 fame. I got pictures with all three. They were all like super cool. And I told Jack, I said, dude, I love you. I love your dad, man. I just wanted to show some love. Because he's really a great wrestler. He's an up and comer, but he's very talented, and he obliged for a picture. He was super nice. You can find it on my Instagram at Gary Cantrell. So we met three. Boom, 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 right off the bat. And then I met Sammy Guevara, who is the Spanish God, as Chris Jericho calls him. He's part of Chris Jericho's stable known as the Inner Circle. And they are the hottest faction in wrestling right now, if you ask me. And he was actually filming his vlog, so I was like, "Yo, let's get a picture." He was going down the line. I said, "Dude, I love the vlog," because I appreciate a fellow content creator, especially a guy like that. Like, you think about just like your average wrestler, they put their body on the line. People say, oh, it's fake, whatever. It's all bullshit. These guys are they are extremely well talented athletes, and they do put their body on the line. The fake thing comes from that it's predetermined, but in no way, shape, or form are the moves that they do fake. They are choreographed. They are highly trained. Yes. But shit will go wrong and people will get hurt, and that's just a reality. So you take a wrestler who's going to put his body on the line, or her body on the line, and they're going to travel the world to master their craft. And this guy's filming freaking vlogs, right? Like, I've talked about like how stressful it is to film vlogs, and this guy is doing all this stuff, and he's filming and editing his own vlogs. So shout out to Sammy Guevara. Check him out on YouTube. He's a bad guy in wrestling, but I think he's one of the really good guys. I think a lot of these people are really good. But I just want to show some love to him. There's not a chance in hell he even hears this, but I just want to show some love. He's a fellow content creator, and he's a great wrestler. So shout out to him as well. So those are the four that we met, and we got the hell out of there. It was like 35 degrees outside. Luckily, there was no wind blowing to make it even worse. So that was, a relief. But it was a fun night. We got out of there. We went and got some dinner, and I came home and went to sleep, got up, went to work. I was thinking a lot about that content creation part of it. I'll expand on this a little bit, and then we'll wrap up. I was talking with a friend of mine in DM today, and she was telling me like, how much she liked the podcast we're doing. I got a lot of great feedback, but I was having like a discussion with her today, and just expanding on something I said from many episodes ago about this. What I'm doing here, it's not like a blog or a vlog, but it's like a log, ALOG, as opposed to BLOG or VLOG. Like an audio vlog, but take out the V because it's not video, a log. And it got me so fascinated by kind of what's happening here as we're now 10 episodes into this series for the month. And it's really helped me to get clarity as far as like where I'm going with this and what I'm doing. And it really tells me that, like, you know, I've not given up on video. I know I haven't done any video. I went to this event last night. I didn't even film. I mean, I filmed like a couple of like Instagram videos, but I didn't actually like film for a vlog. I've not given up on the idea of doing vlogs and video, but I realized that my strength, my greatest thing that I've done so far is podcasting. And if I'm guilty of anything, it's number one, overworking myself on these side projects. But number two, it's doing like 50 fucking things at once, like 50 different things. And what I should be doing in reality, and I kind of always knew this, but I've always just been stubborn to the fact, but it's like I should just focus on one thing really hard and go for it. And this is really where it's at. And so I feel like, you know, I want to just keep making these, really, because audio is a great platform, and it doesn't require any viewing time. People can just put you in their ears and you're just going, like what I'm doing right now for those of you that are listening. So I really think, and I'm going to do a whole 2020 goals episode, which will be airing, you know, whatever it is, the first week of January. But I really just believe that one of my heavy goals for 2020 is going to be focusing, really zeroing in on audio. And it may sound weird to a lot of you because I've done this for, you know, every week, you know, one episode, solid episode every single week. But now that I've challenged myself to upload daily for podcasting, I think that this is where my heart is pulling me into. And I think that when these feelings arise, you just got to go with it. You got to ride that wave. So I can see in 2020 a more heavier, more defined pull into this world. And so for those of you guys that listen on a weekly basis and now a daily basis, this is really for you guys. You guys will benefit. I'm going to benefit a lot because I'm kind of flexing the creative muscle, but at the same time, those of you who consume it will also hopefully get a lot from it. So yeah, that's really all I want to say. I know we're like 13 minutes in, and I'm trying so hard to keep these 15 minutes or less. And so far, knock on wood, I have not gone over 15 minutes yet. So I'm going to get out of here. Let's use the wrestling emoji. There's like an emoji of like two guys wrestling. I know it's a different kind of wrestling, but since I talked about going to Baltimore and AEW, let's just make it a wrestling emoji. Just make it stupid freaking simple. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. It's a new week. We're going to get excited because it's Monday. Maybe you're listening to this episode on Monday. So if that's the case, don't dread this day. This is a new week. It's new opportunities. Get off your ass and make something happen. If you've got goals, if you got something you've been hanging on to you want to make happen, get off your ass and make a move. All right. I'm getting out of here now. Thanks for listening. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.